Driven. 2026 Ram 1500 Hemi. Louder, pricier, and slower. But that sound. So here's the deal. Ram has brought the Hemi V8 back for 2026, even though the Hurricane 6-cylinder beats it on paper in just about every measurable way. Why? Simple. Americans love the sound and feel of a V8. For many buyers, that deep rumble is worth more than horsepower figures or MPG ratings. The story is kinda funny. Ram had already retired the Hemi when the 2025 Ram 1500 launched with its brand new Hurricane 6s, which even helped it win Truck of the Year. But new management quickly realized that a huge chunk of truck buyers wouldn't consider a brand without a V8. Surveys showed nearly 40% said they'd shop elsewhere if there wasn't a V8 option. That's when Ram dusted off the old Hemi tooling and brought it back, though not without some technical headaches. The 2025 Ram's electronics were totally reworked, so the Hemi had to be reprogrammed to play nice with features like electric brake boost and the latest infotainment system's noise cancellation tech. It wasn't a simple plug-and-play job. Hemi versus Hurricane. Here's the comparison. The 5.7-liter Hemi V8 makes 395 horsepower and 410 lb-ft of torque. The Hurricane SO6 makes 420 horsepower and 469 lb-ft. Fuel economy is slightly better with the 6, about 1 mile per gallon combined. Towing and payload are also a touch higher with the 6. So yeah, the Hemi is technically worse in performance and efficiency. But when you stomp the throttle and hear that standard Mopar GT exhaust sing, all of that doesn't matter. It just feels faster, even if it isn't. Performance vibes. If you love burnouts, the Hemi has you covered. With the right axle ratio and sport mode, you can roast tires all day long. It's not as quick in drag race terms, but it's more playful. The Hurricane models we've tested are about a second quicker to 60 miles per hour on average, but they can't quite match the Hemi's old-school fun factor. Off-road, the warlike Hemi we tested crawled over obstacles with ease, maybe even with less throttle than the Hurricane needed. The 6 is lighter and sharper in corners, but honestly, most buyers won't notice unless they're comparing back-to-back. Pricing and options. Ram is positioning the Hemi as a freedom of choice option. It'll be available across most trims, from the base Tradesman up to the limited Longhorn, and even the new Express model. Rebels come standard with the Hemi, while rear-drive versions are coming later. The cost? $2,895 if you're adding it as an option. That's about $1,200 more than the standard Hurricane 6, but it now includes the GT exhaust, worth $1,700 before, and a 33-gallon fuel tank, a $445 option before. So Ram makes the case that you're actually getting extra content bundled in. On higher trims where the high-output Hurricane is standard, choosing the Hemi costs nothing extra, but it's really just about the sound and feel, not performance. Should you buy the Hemi? It all comes down to who you are. If you're practical, want more power, efficiency, and value, the Hurricane is the smarter choice. If you're emotional, love that deep V8 rumble, and want to relive the glory days, the Hemi will absolutely steal your heart. At the end of the day, the Hurricane is the future, but the Hemi is pure nostalgia with an exhaust note that makes you smile every time you floor it. For many truck buyers, that's worth every penny. So, are you a numbers person, or do you buy with your ears?